90% of weekend golfers do. They take a beautiful practice swing, great balance, and then they get up and they hit the ball, and whoosh, they hit it off the right leg, and then once the ball's gone, then they give that beautiful balance again. Very phony. So if they'd work on taking the club back, a nice good turn, and then whoosh, through the ball, finish the shot with great balance, it would improve their golf out of all recognition. And the other thing is, if you spend, whoever you are, let's say a pro spends 3 hours practicing, 1 hour should be on long game, 2 hours from 100 yards in. Weekend golfers, if they spend an hour practicing, 10 minutes long game, 50 minutes short game, because that's the only way you're going to improve your handicap is from 100 yards in. You can have the best gun in the world, and if you don't put it at the target, you ain't going to hit the bullseye. Now, golf, you can be offline a little bit sometimes, and you can sort of come over it, or you can come inside too much and still get the ball on the fairway. But to be a consistently good driver, the setup is very important, and I don't think enough attention is paid to setup. I look at something, I always like to look at something in the distance. And I look at that and I focus on that mark. I focus on that mark because I like to begin with the end in mind. You know, too many people are worrying about, they get paralysis of analysis, you know. So I pick out my spot there and I line up on my spot in the distance, and I make up, first of all, what kind of shot I want to hit. I'm looking at the back of the ball, okay? Now, what I'm trying to say now is just make sure I finish with a long follow through and finish properly with balance. And you can see I'm standing exactly where I hit the ball from, right there. It's a very big green and obviously different tees, but if you put that flag on the back left-hand corner, it's a very flattish green, but where that flag is in the back left, if you miss that there, or you put it in this trap, this is a very deep trap. It's a very deceptive hole, this. This will have many a bogey. And I just love downhill holes. All right. Man, would I love to take that 100 from you. Oh, I pulled it a wee bit.
Designer's kick.
I just got the club at the top. I got the club sort of laid off a bit, which I didn't like. My left wrist was very sort of flat, like a waiter carrying a tray. You want to get that, you want to get to there, you see, and your hand's got to be under there. Watch this. You go like that, and you put it there, not there. You'll never last a long time. You'll never play golf well as an old man if you've got a flat wrist position at the top. You've got to get that position like Hogan had it there. Oh, that had a chance. Now there's the circle, that was good. If you're in shape, obviously coming down, it's always coming down the last 9 holes that you need that energy, you need that concentration. And I tell you, anybody who doesn't watch what they eat, anybody who doesn't exercise with weights are going to be left in the lurch, as we said earlier. You have to stay in shape. I think this shot here really gives the average golfer the creeps. Yeah. You're right. And I see this in pro-ams, and they 90% of the time leave it short. Again, they're always taking the sandwich, and they're trying to play the same shots as the top pros. And what they should do, if they haven't got, like here, you've got no bunker in front of you, take a 7-iron and run it up the bank. If you do decide to take a sandwich, the one thing you've got to have in mind is acceleration. Now, I'm going to play this shot here, and I'm standing here. Again, I stand, because it's only a short shot with my weight on my left side, and I'm going to think acceleration. Look how I got through that ball. Go in the hole, baby. You see how I got through that? Shoop! Shoop! I'm going to give you a great saying. This is the greatest one of the greatest tips you folks will ever get. When you got a matchbox and you had to light that match, if you went slowly like that, you'd never light the match. Light the match. Chip. Same with the sand wedge, with that short chip. Light the match. Chip. Well, I'm a great believer. This sand business, I know Jack Nicklaus got into a lot of trouble with the USGA at Oakmont when he said if you go in one of those sand divots, it should be ground under repair, and I agree with Jack. I think we were taught to play golf to put the divots back. Now, once the tournament's finished, the greenkeeper can go in there and replace it with sand. But in golf tournaments, we should replace the divots so we don't play off sand. Look at that. I mean, if you land there, you can play it. If it's sand, you're in a bunker.